teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
To throw again is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the Steelers at 8-4 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Looking to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. Pickett sets up play action. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone. Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays
that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
No, we changed it.
And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now Jackson on 1st down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Jackson, the man in motion left. Jackson throwing to start the drive. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
David Ojabo
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again. Pickens on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Hey, report.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this. And
it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland.